Welcome students once again to our class of BA Part 1 English Literature. We are continuing to study from paper 1 and this is section B where we will be studying the Indian poets. And in our last video we had studied about Sarojini Naidu and her background, that how she had participated in the national movement and was very much attached to the Indian culture, and which is reflected in her another poem which is prescribed in your course, and we have completed that, that is Indian Weavers, which reflects her deep symbolic connection with the cultural habits of the Indian people. And in the poem, another poem which is prescribed in your course is Radha, the song of Radha, the milkmaid. And as the name indicates, here Radha is being referred to the character from our background of literary background, where she has a deep love for Lord Krishna. So today's poem is Song of Radha, the Milkmaid. And in this poem, it is again reflects the deep love of Radha for her beloved Krishna. And Radha is a milkmaid in this poem who is taking curd to Mathura fair for selling it. And in this poem, Sarojini Naidu talks about the love of Radha for Lord Krishna, and how while carrying the curd at the Mathura fair, she describes in detail the surroundings, how the calves were lowing, the sound of the calves. And the third line gives us a feeling that nobody is buying the curd she is trying to sell, and how Sarojini Naidu beautifully compares the sound of Radha and what she is trying to sell and the reaction of the people. So while traveling, she goes into the thoughts of Krishna and cries his name again and again, which makes others laugh at her, but she cannot sell the curd, and goes to Mathura shrine and offers it to God and prays for their love. So this poem is divided into 3 main stanzas, each having 9, 10 and 11 lines respectively. So as usual, let us first focus on the poem, and the first stanza goes like this. I carried my curds to the Mathura fair. So here I is Radha. How softly the heifers were lowing, I wanted to cry, who will buy the curds that is white as the clouds in the sky, when the breezes of Shravan are blowing? So Radha is asking this question while carrying her curd on the Mathura streets. But my heart was so full of your beauty. Your refers to Krishna. Beloved, they laughed as I cried without knowing. Govinda, 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 Govinda. How softly the river was flowing. I carried the pots to the Mathura tide. How gaily the rowers were rowing. My comrades called, ho, let us dance, let us sing, and wear saffron garments to welcome the spring, and pluck the new buds that are blowing. But my heart was so full of your music, beloved. They mocked when I cried without knowing. So this, you can notice that in the first stanza there are 9 lines which end with the cry Govinda, Govinda by Radha. So how, though she is selling the curd, but her attention is and her heart is not on the streets or towards the people, but for her beloved Krishna, who is called as Govinda also. And in the second stanza, we find that there are 10 lines, and here also the poet is describing uh, the surroundings where Radha is moving, the nature elements of river, and how the brightly colored garments people are wearing, and but Radha is not able to focus her attention on this, and she keeps crying, Govinda, 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 Govinda. How gaily the river was flowing. I carried my gifts to the Mathura shrine. How brightly the torches were glowing. I folded my hands at the altars to pray. O shining ones, guard us by night and by day. And loudly the conch shells were blowing, but my heart was so lost in your worship, beloved, they were worth when I cried without knowing. Govinda, 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 how bright the river was flowing. So in stanza 1 we find that Radha says that she is describing that how she carried curd in her pot for selling in the Mathura fair. And it is the same place where Krishna, her beloved, was born. And on the way she sees cows, that is heifers, that is cows, lowing, that is mowing very softly. She had planned to sell curd by loudly saying, who will buy curd which is as white as clouds which float in the sky because of blowing of the monsoon breeze. Shravan is the monsoon breeze. So here you can note that the poet compares the beauty of two different things, curd and clouds of monsoon, and it's a simile which has been used. However, she could not do what she planned. According to her, her heart and her feelings were filled with the thoughts of beautiful Krishna, her beloved, and she started crying. Means calling his name, Govinda, Govinda, without knowing that everybody was listening to her. And seeing her doing this, people around her started laughing that instead of saying that buy my curd, as you might have seen people who want to sell their things as vendors, how they they give a sound of the thing they are going to sell. But instead of that, she says, takes the name of Govinda. So in the last line, Radha says that the river in which her boat was floating was flowing very softly, and everything around her was very beautiful. And in the stanza 2, we notice that Radha again says that she carried the pots which are full of curd to Mathura, tied, that is on the river, in the boat. The boats were floating in a very cheerful manner, and the comrades, those who were travelling with Radha, asked her to dance, sing and wear saffron garments to welcome the spring, and also pluck new buds of flowers which were blooming around them, reflecting the season of spring. However, Radha was still in the thoughts of her beloved Govinda's music, and she again started calling his name repeatedly, which made others laugh at her. However, Radha is not at all bothered by them, and she watches the river flowing cheerfully. Again in stanza 3, which is the final stanza, Radha says that she carried her gift curd to the Mathura shrine. The candles were glowing very brightly, the torches, that is the candles, and then she folded her hands in the temple to pray for her protection as well as of Govinda, that is Krishna. The conch shells blown in the temple were giving a loud sound. However, Radha's heart was lost in the worship of her beloved Govinda, and she again started saying the name of Govinda repeatedly, which angers the priests in the temple. Again, Radha is oblivious to all those sounds around her, and she does not pay any attention to them, and instead says that the river is flowing brightly. So, as you can note, the very title of this poem transports us to another world, to an environment of Krishna's time. And this is the time when Mother Nature abounds the earth with flow of rivers, and Radha, the daughter of Mother Nature, carries the liquid of life in a symbolic manner, and Mathura is her destination where Krishna, the divine musician, holds everybody in a magical trance, and everything is filled with productivity. So everybody is joyful, but what is happening is that instead of selling her curd, she carries it to Mathura shrine and offers them as gifts to her Lord. So this reflects the great love of Radha for her beloved Krishna. And Mathura here is considered the center of life and abundance, and Radha's heart is only towards her beloved. And in this poem, Radha is presented in the first person, and she is the protagonist, and she can feel the abundance in her heart, that life is flowing everywhere. So with this, we come to an end of another poem by Sarojini Naidu, and both indicating the Indian weavers as well as Song of Radha about the Indian culture and Indian mythical history. And so do read both the poems again and about the biography of Sarojini Naidu to capture the significance of Sarojini Naidu's contribution in Indian literature in English. Thank you.